The Midnight Walk is something that caught my eye in the last Sony Direct earlier this year. I immediately fell in love with the art style choice for the game, and I've been eagerly awaiting its arrival and decided to not learn anything else about it until its release. Out of nowhere, I get the notification on my phone saying there was a launch trailer for the Midnight Walk and knew it was time. I downloaded the game and then the next night sat down with the stream and fired it up. I was immediately taken back by the music. My ears were engulfed by a warm darkness. A sense of hope swathed in misery and peril. The music felt like a herald to a dying world, desperate for another morsel of life, weary, but not yet defeated. After finally pulling myself away from the music, I embarked on my journey. As soon as the game starts, I begin to take in the landscape, and just as I thought, things were bad. The world was falling apart at the seams. And this setting, matched with this claymation art style, made a surprisingly refreshing combo. Not something you see every day. It really brings out how unsettling things are in this reality, and how murky and twisted the state of our world has become. To my surprise, there was no big story being told right out the gate. I was given a few ambiguous words and let loose to be on my way, other than a few explanations on the game's mechanics. Remind you of anything? I really like this approach because being left in the dark lets you play around with ideas on what's to come and what's to be. It encourages you to explore the world crafted for you, and your curiosity is rewarded with lore to help paint a bigger picture. But with that being said, it's a more on rails experience, where paths are carved out, but there is generally pockets and side paths for you to explore and learn more about the game, but not a true open world experience. I think Dark Souls or even Ocarina of Time are some good examples of how the pathing will work. In my opinion, the game is heavily focused on the story experience, but due to its length, I wonder if the VR part that maybe Sony requested, I don't know all the details, may have cut into that, but more on that later. While the game does use the mechanics to introduce and even expand on them throughout the game, which is nice, it isn't very complex or very challenging if that's what you're looking for. There is no direct combat for this game, it's more about stealth and outwitting your opponents. Although not fully devoted to the horror experience, there are certainly moments where you may find your heart racing, with some light puzzles mixed in between. I beat the game in about 6 hours with only a death or two and was able to see both endings, which I won't spoil anything, but the build up towards the end felt phenomenal. Truly a cinematic experience that you won't find in AAA games these days. The end of a grand journey, a mission completed, a purpose fulfilled, coming to a close, surely a memory that will stand the test of time within me. I hadn't been pulled into a game like that in quite some time. But with that being said, there is a $40 price tag, and while I truly did enjoy the experience myself, I think that could turn some away from the game because of that, or leave a sour taste for those who don't fully embrace the game. I think this game is more suited for someone who's looking for a somewhat complex story where not everything is spelled out for you, and those who enjoy a somber setting with some laid-back gameplay. Moon Hood Studio did an excellent job, and for their first step into the gaming space, I hope this is well received by others and they get opportunities to make more worlds for us to explore with even more depth. If you have the money and time, then you too should embark on the Midnight Walk.